Oh wait. That's it? Wow. Get treated to another section of credits. Fantastic. Riveting. Some upbeat music. To a dramatic ending.
Wake up, sunshine. Open up your sleepy eyes on me. Can't have your heart in. I've been waiting
Why couldn't this game
for the night.
have been better?
For the light. Sunshine, sunshine.
I was really into it at the beginning, but then it's just the more I see, the more it just falls apart for me. I just don't fucking understand some of these ridiculous things.
Was long and night was cold.
I mean, you have all these characters, you know. You have Maurice, you have Jordy, and they start off the story, I guess, and then you have this other guy that you did the coup with, who kind of versus into doing something for him that we don't even know what it is. Like halfway through the game even. And you have your sister and her son who have like no involvement whatsoever, you know. Just that one mission where she gets abducted and then you don't see her anymore for 90% of the game. Same with her son, who's just probably thrown in there in the middle somewhere to remind you of, oh yeah, that was my sister and her son. That's why I'm doing all this random shit right in the city. You know? And you have Clara, who's probably the most interesting character out of all of them, and her motivation to doing all this random shit that she did would have probably been interesting to explore, but we just said, ah, fuck it. You know? We got other things to do, like hack people for money that does absolutely fucking nothing in this game. Unless you want to buy those cars, which serve absolutely no purpose, because you could just take whatever car you can find down on the street and then drive somewhere until you go to your destination, and then you just lose that car anyway, because the mission starts and it's probably gonna be disappearing or not, or you're gonna fuck up and it's gonna be disappearing, you know? So all in all, it's just pointless. So yeah, then you got T-Bone who comes in later, you know, who's also kind of an interesting character. I mean, he's involved in this whole the bunker thing and CTOS in a way, but we don't really explore his backstory at all whatsoever. He's just in there to, I don't know, give us an edge in the upcoming shitfest. So he's just a throwaway character as well. It's just nobody's really involved with what we are doing. They're all just cardboard cutouts showing up and then they get put away in a corner. God forbid we have too much character development. That's just bad. I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, the one thing that I wanted to fucking enjoy while just driving was music. Can't even do that, you know. Either the volume just resets itself, which is great, you know. I'm sorry, I can't be fucking arsed to adjust the volume every time I start up the game. Or it's just, I don't know, it's not fucking randomizing the songs, so you have to reset that all the time. Or even when you're driving, there's this constant fucking pop-up of crime detection, random bullshit event triggered or whatever. It's totally not intrusive at all. Whenever you're driving around, there's this pop-up, hey, look, there's this thing. How about you go do this thing, you know? No, I don't wanna, okay? I'm on a mission on my own, you know? If I wanna do something myself, I'll do it when I wanna fucking do it, you know? You don't have to fucking put it in my face all the time, tell me about it. On top of that, you just turn off my music whenever I fucking get close to one of these bastard things. You know? That's fucking bollocks, mate. It's bollocks. I just wanna listen to my music. You turn it off for no fucking reason. And you have all these other side missions you can do that, I guess, end up just being a disappointment. I mean, and we did the missing persons one, which I was really intrigued of, you know, this kind of ritual killing some guy is doing somewhere in the city, and then it's just like, oh, it's just some random guy who is also a hemophilia carrier, and then you just knock him down, and that's it. Like, all this build up for what? For nothing. It's fucking bollocks. Okay? It's like you have this super scary setup, you know, dismembered corpses and everything all over the place, and you're an investigator and you're supposed to figure out who it is, you know, and then the big reveal is, it was your mother, and she just goes, boo! I'm sure it's the same with these other ones. Oh yeah, there was that character when we were fucking on that auction, where we were posing as another guy, you know. And I thought, hey, what? They're gonna introduce another character to us? This, like, human trafficking victim, you know, that we're gonna save during one of these missions, and then maybe she's gonna join up and help us with some shit, give us some ideas, you know, give us some leads on some other stuff. Nah. She was just there, and then during the mission she was like, I'm not leaving without the others, and that was the last we saw of her. I'm just gonna show up once we do all these human trafficking missions, but I'm sure it's just gonna be like half a minute of something like, thank you for saving them all. Goodbye. Fantastic. What else do we have? We got the aim assist, which is great. We've already touched upon that, you know, when you just wanna bam bam some guy in the head, and then it's just like, nope, you gonna shoot him in the body. Because of course, that's fantastic. Why would you just let me do whatever I want to do? You just tell me whatever I should be doing. Of course, that's the only way to go about this, isn't it? Same with this climbing bollocks, you know. I mean, NPCs just running around climbing 6 or 10 meter high walls. That's totally fine. Totally fine, yeah. I can't even climb the height of a chair. For God's sake. I can't even climb a chair. Boy, am I glad I'm a super top pro lead hacker. You know, if you put the two together, right next to each other, as like character traits, top pro lead hacker, and can climb chairs. It's kinda, you know, a bit unbalanced. And then we have these mini games sort of built into the world. Some make sense to be like a little distraction on the side when you just want to take a break from all the shooting, you know, like the drinking mini game, which really doesn't add much to like overall enjoyment. It's just a bunch of QTEs and all that jazz, you know, for a minuscule amount of money won, which you don't need whatsoever. Probably the most interesting out of all these kind of type minigames are digital trips. You know, the car one's kind of cool, which is probably only interesting until you're done with it, until you finished it, and then there's like, well, nothing else in there. Then you got this other one, which was the alone digital trip, I think, where you had to go about and destroy some shit and save the town. I guess that was okay. The spawning of the enemies was a bit annoying. They're just converging on you. Because of course they are. And the most fucked up shit was the music one where you fly around on flowers. I don't know what it's called anymore. Controls are shite in it, so you can't even control yourself flying on the flowers. So that minigame was piss. Thanks a lot. And the best one out of all of them is the Spider Tank one. Which could have made for an entirely different game section for another game. But I guess that's okay. Until you finish that and then you're done with it. I mean, you don't have to do it again. You don't get anything worth it out of it anyway. You get some clothing that almost looks the same as all the other clothing you already bought in the first 5 minutes of the game because it's so fucking cheap and you get so much fucking money just hacking a bunch of people you see. And we got the chess puzzles and you actually have the ability to play chess and against AI, which is fine, I guess. Probably more of a puzzle kind of style compared to the actual gameplay puzzles where you just hack and you know, it's just a series of tubes, just like the internet. You just arrange the tubes and then you go to your hacked whatever it is, whether you're spying or you're just fucking hacking into the system. It's just, I don't know, it's just there. Shell games is the waste of time. Yeah. Where's the thingy? Just watch where the thingy is. Oh, you found the thingy. You got some money. Well, cool. Useless. What was the other one? Poker? Yeah, that was just introduced super late in like chapter 4 or whatever it was. You go to this poker game. Was it chapter 4? I don't even know. I don't even care. And then you can play poker. And I don't know, from what I've seen, it's bollocks. You can just cheat at it. Enemies just... your opponents just do whatever. Doesn't really make much sense. What I could be... what I saw. Now these credits are rolling, there's no music going on, it's just something in the background rumbling. It's like I'm at the dry cleaners. Fantastic.
Thanks to you,